Should we all tell a father story?
Yes, my dad has an Ace Ventura pet detective haircut. He used to really show it off. Like he was like that cool guy.
Like a pompadour? Is that what it's called?
I don't even know. But my dad was a nerd in that regard. He would like drive his car around and he would like pull up.
Was he a delivery man?
He's high in his profession, but basically,
He's good at what he does.
My dad would fucking act like Ace Ventura any chance he got. He would wear a Hawaiian shirt. When he parked his car, he'd be like and he would quote Ace Ventura like it was his fucking Bible. At the time, I was like 18 to 20, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, I didn't care. When I was young, I used to clap and laugh, but when you grow up, eventually you start, like, you know. And my dad used to... This is going to go into another tangent.
Tell like dad stories.
One story.
What dad story?
All right, this is my real dad story. Fuck the hair thing. This is my real one. Actually,
you lost your turn, Corey. Or you forfeit.
You lost your privileges.
I forfeit my dad's story. Someone else.
My dad's story is...
What the fuck? It was my turn.
What's my dad?
Chris.
My dad's story's cool. My dad owns stores in Wexford Town in Ireland.
Okay. Candy stores.
Yeah, he sells sweets and toiletries.
Okay.
And shitty mirrors. But anyways, one time I was up in his office, and that's right next to where he kept all the like sweets in storage.
Yeah.
And there was Chewits, and I was like, Dad, can I have some Chewits?
What are some Chewits? What were Chewits?
Oh, Chewits are like gummy sweets, and they're like,
What can you relate those to?
So alien.
They're just so chewy.
Chewits.
Chewy as fuck, right? Anyways,
wait, like now and later?
Is it just one brand of candy?
Yeah.
Is it like now and
Skittles?
Like the whole store is filled with this one?
Or is it like Laffy Taffy?
It's like Taffy, yeah.
Okay, Laffy Taffy, it's Taffy.
Right. Anyways,
all right.
I was like, can I have some Chewits? My dad was like, okay. And then I grabbed like 50 packets of them. And they come in little squares and little wrappers. And I took them all out of the wrappers and I rolled them into this huge big fucking ball.
Oh my God.
And because I was up in the storage, it was really dusty. And I was like, look, Dad. And I took a big bite out of it. My dad screamed and slammed it down on his desk and threw it in the bin. He was really mad.
Well, I would have been upset.
It was funny though.
You ate all his Chewits.
I did. I rolled them all up into a big dusty ball.
For some reason, I was like thinking you were gonna say like he had a little pinhole in his wall he spied on. I went up to his office and I saw a little hole in the wall.
You heard him breathing and you're like, Dad, you saw the...
I thought I was doing God's work, rolling up a huge ball of Chewits.
That's what Jesus did. He rolled up Chewits and showed everybody and they fucking screamed and ran away. That's basically how the Bible went.
Tell me your dad's story.
Death is his fatherly story.
Oh, my dad has all these stories about how... I almost kind of afraid to know him as a kid. He'd tell me about how he'd always be outrunning cops in his Corvette.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I don't know. He was kind of scary sounding. I don't know. I'm like, why were you such like a vigilante or like why are you such a delinquent? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, yeah, my parents made me go into the. He'd tell me about how he went into the Marines, and he learned how to fight with how to disarm people who had knives and all that stuff. But I'm trying to think of an actual story.
My dad actually did that.
What?
My dad actually went to the Marines and he was like studying to be a chef at one point, but he also was like learning how to self-defense and stuff, and he learned how to
learning how to be a chef and fight with knives at the same time.
He was also a gourmet chef.
Kill it.
This, I think you watched
too many video games.
No,
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, what's that movie with Steven Seagal? You watched Under Siege. This is not your dad. You watched Under Siege.
What the fuck is Under Siege?
You're saying your dad is...
He was a military chef. And he fought terrorists.
My dad is not a chef. He can't even make a steak. There, I said it.
Can your dad do backflips?
Yeah.
My dad's story is I went to McDonald's when I was a baby boy.
Your fucking story is made up and stupid.
This is true. This is actually true. I went to McDonald's when I was a baby boy.
McDonald's
when I was a baby
McDonald's.
boy. And I was in a ball pit.
Yeah.
My old man sitting there throwing balls at me, playing with me. And some big buff dude runs in. Says, is that your ugly boy there? Is that your Uggo son of yours? Uggo. He pointed at me and said, Uggo right there.
That's cool, dude.
And my dad said, what the fuck did you say, you freaking dumb crap? And the guy goes, what did you say to me? My dad does a backflip. The guy goes, you could do a backflip? I'm out. Walks away.
Jeez, dude.
My dad gives me a big kiss and we went home.
My dad?
So my dad saved me that day. Turned out that guy had a big baseball bat in his car and was killing people around the city, just beating people.